talking. Oh, greeting, YouTubians. Talking to myself. That's a bad habit, too. Bad habit. Weekend? Mouse is being cleaned. I didn't feel like cleaning, so I grabbed another coffee cup. Anyhow. The airman shooting. I seen the body cam that footage. Can't even talk right. And YouTube, I'm not even going to say it. Look at that. Look at that. 8 on there. Now, the airman, okay, apparently looking at the video footage, I ran it in the old computer here. That sheriff deputy was a fucking moron. And if he sees this video, I'll say it to his face. You're a fucking moron! Moron! Number one, you are unaware of the rules of engagement. You are unaware. The rules of engagement, if it is a threat, you got to be at least 2,000% sure before firing one of these. Or one of these, which I do have. See, number one, you can't shoot nobody if they're not a threat. Or, presumably, okay, he opened the door, basically he had a gun to his side. Okay, the thing is, all you have is the option to tell him, hey, put the gun down. Put the gun down. Put it down. If he raises it in your direction, that's when he's a threat. If he raises it. What the fuck? Oh, okay, anyhow. Messages on my phone. If somebody raises a weapon in your direction, you have every right to defend yourself. Because if they're not all there, of course, the airman was there. He was there. Sane. That deputy had no right to shoot him. Or better yet, mistaken address or whatever. But what I saw was a guy that was, he was taken down by an idiot. An idiot that did not know the rules of engagement. And, it has nothing to do with color. It doesn't have nothing, just like, in my opinion, Trayvon Martin. Okay, that happened many, many years ago. See, number one, Trayvon Martin, I'm not really familiar, but from what I heard, he went after, Zimmerman, like a wild dog. Zimmerman should have not engaged. He should have not. He was told to leave crap alone. He decided, I'll take the matters into my own hands. Oh, yeah? Well, you're unfamiliar with the situation. Let the officers be unfamiliar with the situation and deal with it the way they have to deal with it. Doesn't have to mean guns a-blazing or whatever. But the airmen, it's ridiculous, Okay, he shouldn't have had a gun in his hand in the first damn place. You open the door, you see a law enforcement officer. Okay, matter of fact, their minds click. And, okay, I got to open fire as soon as possible. No. If they raise a gun in your direction, that's when you fire. That's when you fire. And that's how I was trained. That's how many guys in the institution I served were trained. They raise it. Put it this way. They raise it, that's it. That's it. So, getting back to Trayvon Martin, I'm not... Okay, there is no right or wrong in this, but there's a lot of wrong. A little bit of wrong on one side, or both sides, actually. One, Trayvon Martin shouldn't have went after Zimmerman like that, trying to be big bad guy. Big bang. And Zimmerman should have just backed off. I don't give a damn if you're the neighborhood watch or Dolly Madison trying to peddle goddamn fucked up pastries. I don't care. You do not engage something that you are not familiar with. Don't get involved unless it comes to your doorstep. Weekend. I know the difference between the rules of engagement. I know the difference. So basically, if a cop comes to my door after I blast a few nutsacks into him, bang, 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 then the only logical thing to do is put the weapon down. Put it down beyond that point if they're coming up the stairs, because nothing is as it seems. You know, I could have told them, okay, I shot the home invader. And it's like, okay, what's your name? Just like I said, Mark, I'll show you my ID, blah, blah, blah. So, thing is, just keep in mind, people, you know, if an officer comes to your house, make sure you do not have a gun in your hand. Make sure of it. Because a lot of things can go wrong. You know, mistaken identity. And I'm pretty sure it was mistaken identity with this deputy, but the deputy overreacted. Fear for his life? Not from what I can see. Not from what I can see in the body cam footage. You know, it's ridiculous, you know. He opened fire because he had an itchy trigger finger. He doesn't believe in this, let alone this. Oh, the trigger's dead. Yeah, see? But just keep in mind, people, unless somebody raises a weapon in your direction, that's when you fire. If it's in a threatening manner, that's when you fire. You just don't blast them full of holes. Good example is, if you want to have a real good example, watch that movie The Crazies with Timothy Olyphant about this infection, whatever, zombies, blah, blah, blah. The guy was coming on the football field with a double-barrel shotgun. Now, you know, naturally, it's like, okay, that was his friend. And it's like, he was infected and he was out of his mind. And it's like, hey, Bob, what are you doing? It's like, hey. It's like, hey, you want to put that gun down? He asked him first time as a friend. The second time as a law enforcement officer. He gave him one final warning to put the gun down. The fourth time, the dude raised it and he fired. And then he felt guilty because everybody looked at him. And it's like, dude, seriously. He warned him. First he warned him as a friend. Then he warned him as a law enforcement officer. And then he gave him a final warning to put the gun down. Of course, dude wasn't right in his head. Fourth time, dude raised it and he opened fire and killed him. That is a clean shoot. You had no choice because he could have harmed those kids on the baseball diamond. He could have killed some of those kids. But however, you have to look at it this way. Put the gun down in the event of a home invasion. Put the goddamn gun down and step away from it where you cannot reach it, because the first thing cops are going to look for is hands. They're going to see the person that you shot. They're going to look for hands. And if you have this in your hand while they're trying to talk to you, you're going to be Swiss cheese by the end of the day or night. So just keep that in mind, people. But anyhow, more videos will follow. But my condolences to the family of the airman. I forgot his name. I have to look his name up again. But I am, you know, this is another good example of society breaking down like this. So, and of course that movie Civil War still pissed me off. God damn it! Shoot. Press. Cameras. Click, 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 click. Taking pictures. What do you want to see? You want to see blood? You want to see dead? Okay. That's your prerogative, but I'm going to tell you something. It's not good to snap pictures of people that have been shot, killed, or whatever, you know. Stay the fuck out of the way, press, or any organization that wants to follow. If you're not going to pick up one of these to defend yourself, then you don't need to be around me. Because the second you compromise me, 86. Later.